Hi everybody, and thanks for tuning in again. Welcome back to the channel to a new video on the GS 150. I've put petrol in it now, so hopefully my previous video, if you watched that, I sort of dug myself into a hole without checking that the fuel was actually coming through. So what I'm going to need to do is obviously start the scooter up, warm it up, and then tune the carburetor in. I might take the cylinder head off yet, see how coked up that is. Spark plug looks quite fine at the moment, so I'm not expecting you know, lots and lots of rubbish on top of the piston and in the cylinder head. So I'll see how I feel, how it runs. Right, so I'm going to get it started, and I'm obviously can't use the choke because the airbox is just sitting on top of the carb at the moment, so I'm going to pull that out of the way, put my hand over it, start it, warm it up, and then I'll cut back in. Right, I've had a run in, and I'll zoom in a sec. I just check the pressure, and it's 95 pounds, which I'm quite happy with. It doesn't look like it's the best compression tester. What I need to do is check it with the other scooters that I've got, and to see what sort of readings I'll get on them. But right, if I just show you what I've been checking, just bring you zoomed in a bit. On the float there, if you press your finger down on it, see the fuel level? That was the only way I could get it started last time I started it up, because there wasn't enough pressure in the tank to overcome the float. So it wasn't charging the float bowl up. What I need to do now is just adjust it. We've got our tick over, which is that one, and our air screw, which is that one. You can't do this when the cowling's on. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick on the cover and the screws back, and then we'll fire it up, and I'll just stand you on the stand again. And that screw. What we need to do then is just to put the air filter on while we're tuning the carburetor up. Seems quite happy to start now anyway, so right. Right, so I'll give it a kick, turn on the ignition, give it a kick, and then we'll probably see about tuning the carburetor, like I say. I'll just give it a kick. Just gonna let it warm up a little bit. camera's actually in my way at the moment, so I'm going to take off this cowling, sorry, the airbox again, because it's ticking over too quick. I just can't seem to find there it is, sod's law, as soon as I turn the engine off. Right, so if I put the airbox down there, and one of the screws must be on the floor somewhere as well. They do have a habit of rattling down. I can't see any on there. So I'm just going to start it up again, and this tick over screw wants coming out a tad. So just excuse me while I kick it again. That's a lot better, isn't it? I'm just stopping it again so you can hear me. Right, now we're going to do the air screw itself. And the easiest way to do that is turn it all the way in and then gradually bring it out. So you're looking for, will it run all the way in, and when it, in between where it starts running rough, and then go back halfway, and that should be spot on. So if you watch that, I'll start it up and I'll turn that air screw in. Right, so carb, one and a half, two. Did you hear that speed up and slow down again? Hear that? Yeah, see that going faster? And slowing down. See all the spit back as well. turn that in another half. Just missing, so in another bit. That sounds like a steady knock, 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 knock. Yeah. Right, so let's lock that off there and then see if we can slow it down a tad more. There we go. What do you reckon, a steady knock 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 or a tad slower? That's the correct way of setting up these carburetors. What we can also do is adjust this cable one if we find we're running a bit slower, because when this is on the bike, these two adjustments are nigh on impossible to do. The air screw you can get to, there is a cutout on the bottom of the airbox, but the actual tick over, you've got no chance. You'll never get a spanner under there with a cowling literally sitting on there. I'm quite happy that that's ticking over, it's not hunting. Not running fast though. Dropping straight down. Comes back to idle straight away. And it's not hunting, so that to me is the carburetor setup. So I'm just going to run it dry because I need the carburetor off now. So I've turned the petrol off. taking a long time to die out, isn't it, with the petrol? There you go. So we got most of the petrol. There'll be petrol in the pipe. What I am actually going to do is just take the cylinder head off. I've got no reason not to. And while the cowling's off, I must have intended to anyway, because the extended long bolt was loose. So I must have had it in my mind to take this off anyway. So I mean, it's finger tight. Is that 13? Yeah. You told me they're 14s now. That one's a 14. Brilliant. Let's have a look here. Yeah. Original nuts, 14mm heads on them. Let's get the 14mm out. Already got one out. That's 13.